In our videos, we often talk about investing as a great tool to become rich. But how can you invest and become rich with a low or even medium income? What if all your salary is spent on your daily costs? How then can you become rich? It can feel impossible to become a millionaire if you have a low salary. In this video, we will explain how it can be done. Welcome to Investing in a Nutshell, the channel where we explain the world of investing so that you can learn and start your own journey as an investor. Have you heard about Ronald Reed? Ronald Reed died in 2014 at the age of 92. He had worked his entire life as a janitor and gas station attendant. Everybody viewed him as a hard-working but fairly poor middle-class man with a low income. They were all wrong. Ronald had a secret. He had managed to build a fortune consisting of almost $8 million when he died. Not even his wife knew about this fortune. But how could a low-income worker like Ronald acquire such a fortune? Stick around to the end and we will share Ronald's success formula. Before we share Ronald Reed's success story, we must emphasize that there is not a simple or easy way to riches. It takes hard work and much self-discipline in order to acquire wealth, especially with a low or medium salary. But there are techniques you can use to increase the odds that you will make it. Firstly, in order to build wealth, you need to save money. Despite what many people think, it is not how much you earn that's the critical factor, but how much you are left with to invest, how much you save. You need to take your income, subtract the expenses, and you end up with a sum of money left for saving and investing. If you have an income of $4,000 monthly and spend $3,000 to cover rent, food, and all other expenses, you are left with $1,000 each month that you can save and invest. Let's say your boss is very happy with the work you do and decides to give you a raise to $5,000. You're very happy with this and think that you can finally buy that fancy Tesla Model S that you always dreamed about. The car brings new expenses, and your total cost each month has now risen to $4,500. This means that you are only left with $500 to invest. The pay raise increased the amount you earn, but it also changed your lifestyle, leading you to invest less. It's very common to adjust your lifestyle when you increase your income, and I am myself a victim of this. Keep living a frugal lifestyle in order to save. One trick to save more money is to pay yourself first. We've covered this in a previous video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the like button. It really helps out the channel. It enables us to reach more people and help them start their investment journeys. We want to save the best tips and techniques for when we share Ronald's story. But there is one more general advice that we can provide that Ronald did not follow. Most of us have one job, where we trade our time for a fixed salary. This does not scale indefinitely, because you don't have infinite time. There are only so many hours in a week or month. To escape the time trap, you need to create new income sources. Research shows that most of the self-made millionaires have 2 or more income sources. Find a way to create a side hustle, ideally one that provides passive income, or only takes a few hours every week. This will be a great addition to your salary, and it'll also provide you with some safety if you lose your job. But remember to save the extra income and not spend it. With these general advice in mind, we can get back to Ronald Reed, our janitor and gas station attendant that manages to secretly become a multi-millionaire. How did he really do it? Parts of his success story are easy to guess, but some are not. And we will share the best advice at the end, so make sure to stick around. It is no surprise that Ronald lived a frugal life. The average janitor's salary is below $33,000 a year. That is just $2,750 per month, making it hard to save much, even if you are frugal. Or is it? If you follow the guidelines from paying yourself first, you should set aside 10% of your salary before you spend any money. If you do this for 40 years, and we assume a 7% average return on your investments, you will have acquired $650,000. Not quite $8 million, but a good start. If you're able to work for 50 years, compound interest will make the investment increase to $1.3 million. Truth be told, Ronald was not the typical frugal person. He was extremely frugal. He used, for instance, a safety pin on his jacket once the button was torn off in order to not spend money on a new jacket. He probably saved 20% or even 30% of his salary consistently. 20% of a janitor's salary invested for 40 years will grow to $1.3 million. And 30% will grow to almost $2 million. No surprises so far. Ronald was frugal, and he invested consistently. But what else did he do in order to create such a vast fortune? Ronald had a specific investment technique called dividend stock investing. This means that he invested in stocks and companies that provided dividends. It's a popular form of investing, and if done correctly, it can give a substantial annual return on your investment. Dividends are one of the ways a company can share its profits with its shareholders, and is a payment you receive per share you own. With dividend stock investing, the idea is to reinvest the dividend that you receive, making your yearly investments increase over time. The effect is small at first, but given time, you will truly feel the snowball effect. Some companies are known to increase the dividend yield every year, and these companies are known as dividend aristocrats. Examples of such companies are Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble. Both companies have increased the dividends every single year for more than 60 years. Both companies are also found in Warren Buffett's portfolio. We're getting close to the end of Ronald's success story. We know that he was frugal, he invested consistently, and he invested in dividend stocks and always reinvested the dividend. What else can we learn from Ronald? Ronald invested for 55 years, and in this time period he experienced 6 severe bear markets. A bear market is usually defined as a 20% drop or more in a broad market index. Most investors fear bear markets and struggle with the psychological effects this can have when you see your investments fall day after day. It can be tough when your money falls 20, 30, or perhaps even 50%. But if you're a long-term investor seeking to build wealth, you should love and pray for bear markets. They're the best opportunities you'll ever get in your life to become rich. During bear markets, most companies are on sale, and you can buy great companies at amazing prices. Ronald was a long-term investor, and he used all the bear markets to put his investments in wealth creating in hyperdrive. Ronald did not panic sell during recessions or bear markets. He invested more. He saved more money and took advantage of the cheap prices to buy more shares of the companies he believed in. This is important to note during today's market. We entered 2023 as a bear market, facing a global recession. Many investors have lost a lot of money, and people are fearful. During times like these, it's important to remember a great quote from Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Use the bear market to your advantage, and buy great companies at a great discount. We must mention that Ronald did lose some money during bear markets from companies that did not make it. Ronald had, for instance, invested in Lehman Brothers that went bankrupt during the financial crisis in 2008. Most of Ronald's investments were, however, in other companies, and the companies that survived the recessions thrived in the years to come. Reed's story is a testament to the fact that anyone can become a multi-millionaire, regardless of their income, as long as they're smart with their money and make good financial decisions. So if you're looking to become a multi-millionaire even with a low income, here are the 3 takeaways from Ronald Reed's story. 1. Live below your means. Spend less money than you make and invest the rest. Invest consistently. 2. Buy dividend stocks and reinvest all the dividends. This can be generalized to making sound investments. And 3. Use the bear markets to your advantage. Buy great companies at great prices. By following these principles, you too can become a multi-millionaire, just like Ronald Reed. We hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any question or comment, we love your feedback. We read all your comments. Have a great day, and good luck on your own investment journey.